In this video, we'll talk about grit, resilience, and the growth mindset, a key trio. There are two different mindsets that we can experience, fixed or growth. The fixed mindset involves believing that your qualities cannot be changed and are set in stone. Meanwhile, the growth mindset involves believing that you can cultivate your own basic qualities through your own efforts. Often, individuals have a fixed mindset about one aspect of their lives, but have a growth mindset about another. Maybe you've always thought you were bad at math and believe that others were born with an innate ability to calculate. However, you are confident about your musical talent and seek opportunities to showcase it as often as you can. You believe that it's a skill you can develop over time with practice. Every time you show off your talent and get positive feedback, you use it to improve. You're motivated to carry on practicing and perfecting your abilities. With this in mind, it's easy to see why having a fixed mindset holds you back, preventing you from taking opportunities that are presented to you. But how can a growth mindset be developed? The answers lie in grit and resilience. These three things work together to form a key trio that sets you up to overcome adversity and achieve success in your life. Gaining perspective for growth increases resilience. When you exhibit resilience, you can step back from challenging situations, accepting their negative elements while finding meaning and opportunity, even in the middle of adversity. When you find opportunities, you strive harder, set more ambitious goals, and take the necessary actions to achieve those goals. Perspective plays a major role in this. When you look at things from a more positive standpoint, your resilience can be greatly increased. Let's take a look at why. When you take a positive perspective, your choice options expand exponentially. You become empowered rather than disabled. You can begin to focus your efforts on the things that you're able to change while accepting those that you cannot. With a positive perspective, you naturally become more resilient because of your acceptance of negativity. When you accept that bad things happen and sometimes there's nothing you can do to change them, but that instead you can harness your own potential to change those things that are possible to alter yourself, you are given the power to improve your life. You become more able to cope with the problems and overcome adversity because you understand that you are the one thing in life you can control. And when you're able to take control over any aspect of your life, you can take action to improve your circumstances. Meanwhile, being able to accept the things you can't change without frustration, anger, or fear allows you to be more at peace with the challenging elements of your life. Confidence and motivation boost grit for growth. Everyone stumbles occasionally on the path to success, and that means you'll need at some point to get back up again and back in the saddle. So, how can you find the strength to do this? The answer is by developing resilience and grit for growth. Unforeseen surprises and shocks are a fact of life, but if you can maintain your integrity and core purpose, even in the face of those unpleasant experiences, you can overcome adversity most effectively. Grit for growth lies at the center of this. Grit for growth is a dynamic blend of confidence and motivation. These two things work together to empower you to regulate your emotions and reappraise the situations in which you find yourself. When you believe you can find a meaningful purpose in your life, believe you can influence your own environment and the outcome of events that affect you, and believe that both negative and positive experiences alike can lead to growth and learning, you can develop the kind of grit that leads to resilience. With resilience and grit, you can move forward and persevere, whatever obstacles you're facing in life. You can begin to believe the saying, everything will come out right in the end, and if everything isn't right, it isn't the end. 5 steps to developing a growth mindset for relentless drive. Are you ready to develop a growth mindset so you can have the relentless drive you need to succeed? Then here are 5 steps for you to follow. 1. focus on your choice of language. This works whether you're trying to boost someone else's growth mindset or your own. When you praise yourself or another person for a strength or characteristic, make sure you use words that emphasize a growth mindset. Instead of thinking or saying, "You're so smart," or "You're so flexible," instead praise for strategy or effort. Telling yourself you're intelligent fosters the fixed mindset. Telling yourself that you've put in a lot of effort and use strategy to your advantage fosters resilience. It reminds you that you have a key role to play when it comes to achieving a successful solution to your problems. 2. Surround yourself with positivity. Thoughts become reality. Although you can't choose everyone you interact with every day, you can spend time with certain people intentionally. When you create an environment of positive thinking, growth mindset becomes the norm. You start to view everything around you as supporting you instead of thwarting your efforts. 3. Adopt flexible patterns of thinking. If you become less rigid in your actions and thoughts, grit and resilience can blossom. Flexible people never see problems. Instead, they see only opportunities for learning and growth. If you meet every challenge with more creative patterns of thought, you begin to realize that you're capable. This confidence will only serve to breed more resilience. 4. Set goals to align with your own purposes. People who have a sense of their own purpose are naturally happier. It can be hard to define purpose, though. If you create small goals on the path to a larger purpose, you're able to increase your successes as well as the speed at which those goals can be accomplished. 5. Build time into every day for reflection. If you take time to think about things and reflect, you can bring a greater awareness to everything you've accomplished. It also allows you to see more clearly the path you need to take. Perhaps that reflection can take the shape of journaling, meditation, or just a walk outdoors in the sunshine. However, you give yourself space and time to think about your accomplishments and assess them non-judgmentally. This allows you a chance to weigh up the pros and cons of your actions and adjust our behavior accordingly. Like all valuable skills, grit and resilience will need to be practiced. But this work will be worth the effort since fostering mindset-expanding traits has a positive impact on all elements of your life.